Live from the village in the sky, this is Soft Power Hour. Welcome everyone to the Church of Soft Power. My name is Siobhan, co-founder of this lay-led church for the spirits of creativity, connection, care, and change. Soft Power Hour is our live stream service gathering every other Monday here on Soft Power TV, an hour of connection with our community, breath, bodies, and spirits. Joined live tonight with Midori and Dr. Kiki, two of my other co-founders, and our fourth founding mother, Flo. Looks like she's already in the energy bank, but she'll be joining us via recorded transmission in about 20 minutes. But first, let's tap into the frequency with Dr. Kiki.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's so nice to share space with y'all. And I'm excited to open tonight's space with just a moment of connection. Let's just connect with our breath. Wherever you're at, feel free to just place a hand either on your womb space, your heart space, or any other part of the body that might be asking for some physical touch or attention. And feel free to just start connecting with your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth at your own pace. Perhaps this is the first time that you've had a chance to take an intentional breath. I've been traveling this last week, if y'all follow me on Instagram, and I've been in all of the time zones in this last week. And so feeling a call to be extra mindful of being grounded tonight as I tune in and call in from Kickapoo, Peoria lands tonight. I'm rerouting where my home is, where my family is, where my daughter is. And so just being really mindful of, again, connecting with my root system and my nervous system, allowing myself to regulate and return to this space and really allow myself to arrive. I just flew in from Siesta Keys, Sarasota, Florida, and arrived just this afternoon, like 5 hours ago. So really in this space of connecting with the breath and inviting us tonight to connect with the sound to continue that grounding practice. So we'll do that 3 times together, inviting folks to join in unison the first time through, and on the other 2 tones, inviting you to explore other sounds, either harmonizing with the tone or exploring other and improving other sounds that feel supportive to you and your nervous system tonight. So taking a breath together. Perhaps imagining roots beginning to grow from your tailbone, imagining them rooting down into the ground, into the soil below you. And last time together. Feel free to continue moving the body, connecting with your body through physical touch or other somatic practices throughout this hour. And before I pass it on to the next song that we're going to do together, and just inviting this message that came to me as I was scrolling on Instagram today of this reminder of the 5 love languages and how many times I have had conversations about what my love languages are and sharing those with other people. But this particular post was reminding me that whatever those love languages are that you may have, to consider giving those love languages first to yourself. And that was just a great reminder to me that, you know, when I'm looking for words of affirmations, I can give those to myself first and foremost. When I am looking for physical touch, I can also be there for myself, giving myself that tender care. Acts of service, receiving gifts, or quality time. I'm so grateful that we get to connect tonight and have this quality time with our community and Village in the Sky. And I hope y'all continue to join us every other Monday as we have been here on Soft Power TV. So we'll continue tapping into the soft power frequency with this next song.
Perfect as I am. Ooh, I am perfect as I am. Ooh, I am perfect as I am. Ooh, I am perfect as I am.
Hello, Soft Power Universe. Thank you, Dr. Kiki. My name is Midori, as Siobhan has introduced me, and I'm a co-founder here at the Church of Soft Power, and this is your Soft Power Hour Oracle reading. All right. Today we are using and have been using the Energy Archaeology deck from Ashley Stinson, which maps out the bone system in the body and how energy flows through the body. This is a good one. The card that popped out is Inheritance. And the bone associated with this card, with this theme, according to Ashley, is the pubis bone. And I will read from the book here. It says, your energetic alignment to what you inherit, what you choose to perpetuate, and what you choose to release is your legacy. It says the anatomy of this is the pubic bone, the most forward bone of the left and right hips, articulates at the front center line of the body at the pubic symphysis. This joint is where the pubic body of each bone meets and extends out into two branches. The superior pubic ramus, which forms part of the acetabulum. I don't know what some of these words I'm like, wow, or hip socket, and the inferior pubic ramus, which connects to the ischium. The energy. The pubis forms the bottom and the front of the energetic flow of the pelvis. Energy flows in a luminous gate or infinity sign pattern into the rear of the pubis from the ischium forward and up toward the ilium. These bones store the root energy of inheritance, gifts, blessings, traumas, and wounds that have come up from the interconnected web that's accessible at the ilium. Energies that store here often don't feel safe to integrate into your current reality because they are embroiled with attachment, expectation, patterns, and unconscious programming. These inherited energies can be some of the hardest to heal, release, and transmute. They are presented to you as an opportunity. What you choose to do with your inheritance is yours to decide. And this is the wisdom of the bone. Inheritance, in the physical sense, is the material possessions and money handed down within a lineage. But that is not all you inherit. You also inherit energy, blessings and burdens, gifts and trauma, privileges and responsibilities. It may feel like there are strings attached, ties that bind, or allegiances to uphold in the name of tradition, history, or how things have always been done. But you have a choice of what to do with what you inherit. Once it is given to you, it is yours. It is not enough to set aside what you have received as if it's on a shelf in a closet, out of sight, so you don't have to look at it. It's your responsibility to unpack your inheritance. Only then can you direct how it works for you and for those around you. Your energetic alignment with what you inherit, with what you choose to perpetuate and what you choose to release is your legacy. The way you live your life, the trauma you perpetuate or transmute, the frequencies you align with, and the healing you do for yourself and with others at the end of your life
This is what will have mattered. All right, let's see. The main question here that's coming to share is knowing that my healing impacts not only me, but also those who come after me. What do I wish to release? And what do I wish to carry forward? It was funny because I pulled another card before this call when we do our call time. And it was a different card, but I was like, that's not the card. And this was definitely the one that was supposed to come through. Very resonant, I think, personally to the team. And I'll pass it back over to Siobhan.
Thank you, Midori, for that card pull. It definitely resonant in lots of ways. The first way that comes to mind is this idea of what we choose to pass on, and especially through the pubis and this like birthing area. I think immediately about Kiki and I's the start of our relationship, or early on in our relationship when she had me as spiritual doula, and that really was the intention. And it's so we have a lot of emerging evidence, science to support this idea that we truly have a power to clear out a lot of these inheritances from our patterns. We have the ability to repattern our inherited trauma, our lived trauma, and to pass on nervous systems that have just a little more room for other things to our children. And that's what Kiki came to me with. And I remember that was really our project together, was like, how can we confront these inheritances that came through so many directions of existing in this world, and make space for one, take accountability. You can also check out our episode last year tapped in on Kuleana, and this Hawaiian word about our responsibility, and our trip last year with the team, where we thought a lot about what this means to exist in these bodies in this moment, with the privileges and gifts and identities. And so, yeah, that is loud. And the last thing, before we continue on, next we're going to do a movement practice from Flow, from the Fairy Godsis. But the last thing that comes to mind is that today's Memorial Day. And I knew that I wanted to mention that it's Memorial Day in some form, and I wasn't quite sure how or when I told the team before, but that card set us up so perfectly when we think about the traditions that we inherit and the way that we're being asked as people, settlers in the US, to change our relationships to a lot of the status quo, all the status quo things we assume to be true. But especially a day today like Memorial Day, that can have so many hot takes on it, because we know that we exist and are tax paying in some way enablers to this US war machine. And also so many of us have histories where our people fought for the military and are so loyal to that war machine, because we have been given opportunities that were also for problems created by the same people. But all that stuff aside, just thinking about today, all the lives that have been taken, both on those who have enlisted. I really believe that our choices are only as good as our options and our ability to make those choices. And just really thinking of all the people, especially for me as a Filipino American, I know Kiki as well, the ways that our people have been exploited and used as pawns for so much harm and imperialism around the world. And so just really feeling that I don't have the most eloquent words on it, but I need to acknowledge that. And also tonight, just really drawing our attention not only to those who signed up and have committed and carried out these acts of empire, but of course for those who have suffered under it, especially the people of Gaza right now who are seeing escalated violence for the genocide that's been happening for the last almost 2 years, and occupation from over 50 years ongoing now. So just taking a moment to take a breath for that. And to just move this energy, whatever rises in you when we think about our inheritances, the concept of memorial. The fairy Godsis is going to guide us through a 10-minute movement practice here to do some of that energy. So inviting you to this one, you may want to stand up. You may want to adapt it as you're seated. You may just want to watch and do the vibes in your head and continue to stay cozy and drink water and stay hydrated, but inviting you to join us in moving some energy.
Single arm claps. Swing your arms across your chest. Lightly slap the shoulder meridians. Exhale out the mouth. We'll be here for 30 more seconds. Okay, we are wrapping up single arm slaps and we're transitioning to double arm slaps. Swing both arms across your chest, slap the sides of your shoulders, and alternate arms. Continue exhaling out the mouth. We'll be here for 30 more seconds. Okay, we are wrapping up for arm slaps and moving on to opening the doors of life. So start to swing your arms around your waist, slap and knock on the hips and your sacrum, lower back. Exhale out the mouth. The Mingmen meridian is located in the sacrum, aka the doors of life, gates of destiny. This center stores our vitality, power, and life force energy, which is also our sexual and creative energy. Exhale out the mouth, release any fears, doubts, worries, and stress. Inhale in through your nose, activate your power and life force. Inhale and breathe in your intentions, breathe in vitality. Exhale and release stress. Okay, transitioning to our next move, double arm swings. Swing both your arms left to right. Be forceful yet effortless. Exhale out the mouth, release any sounds to accompany your breath. Making sound is a great way to release tension in the body. Just a few more seconds of this movement and we're going to transition to our next one, which is tapping. So cup your hands and start to lightly tap at the heart center. Exhale out the mouth. Tap, tap, tap. Move down to the dantian, the lower abdomen region, down to the hips, pelvic, lower back area. Exhale out the mouth. This is a purging exercise. Knock on the doors of life again, the sacrum. The tapping and knocking motion moves blood and oxygen circulation and energy flow in the body. Knock life into your body. Exhale and release any energy stagnation. Tap down and up the legs all the way to your feet and release it to the earth. Right, let's bring the tapping up to the heart. Let's go down each arm, start at the inside and then outside. And then switch arms, tapping on the inside and then out. Our arms, hands, extensions of the heart, and the lungs, chest, shoulders are also connected to the heart, activating, moving blood flow, oxygen, energy flow. And the shoulder meridians is where we hold grief and sadness. And so tap here as long as you need. Breathe in love and compassion. Tap at the crown and head, our connection to the heavens and cosmos. All right, next we're going to start to sweep your body. Start to sweep and swipe down your body down to the earth. Swipe down each arm, down the chest, heart center, down the stomach region. Exhale out the mouth, lion's breath. Stick your tongue out, release any sounds. Sweep and swipe down the body, down the limbs, legs, down to the earth. Swipe motion to help cleanse and clear. Next, we're going to lightly shake, light bounce in the knees, release what no longer serves you. Happy bounce, start to add the chest and the arms. Now let's shake and twist. Twist from the waist. Twist, 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 and shake, shake, shake. Releasing what no longer serves you, releasing the stress and the doubts. Let's shake the shoulders. Give me a little shimmy. Shimmy the shoulders down to the earth. Shake it, release it. It's not yours to hold anymore. Ooh. Get ready for your life. Get your life. You are deserving to live a beautiful life. Keep shaking. One more minute. Exhale out the mouth, purging breath. Release any sounds. Shake and twist, a little spinal twist action. This is a great energy reset whenever you're feeling tired or stressed. Just stand up and start to twist. Spinal twist is great for loosening tension in the back. The nervous system literally runs up and down the spine, so you're moving energy down the spine and out the nerves. You're also giving your internal organs a light massage, which supports in detoxification. All right, transitioning to our last final tap and swipe. Tap anywhere on your body and then swipe down to the earth. Closing, we're going to sweep our arms to the earth, then up to the heavens, then down your center line. Inhale as you sweep up to the sky and exhale as you sweep down to the earth. Final round of cleansing. Hands at the heart center. Thank you so much for your practice. Thank you to the ancestors and all those who have allowed us to be here. All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Fairy TV for more movement videos. And join Soft Power at the Village in the Sky. Stay hydrated and take care of yourselves, take care of each other and the earth. Bye.
Give it up for Flo and the Energy Bank. You know, our commitment was to show up here every other Monday, and getting creative with how we show up is just fun and freeing. How's everybody doing in the chat? Oh, it's starting to come alive now. I see. That's awakened and alived by the fairy Godsis. Thank you, fairy Godsis, for that practice. Let's do another song. I'm going to put it up on the screen here and inviting y'all to join in.
May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. Yeah.
I'm going to do it one more time because I just want to keep going and singing. So, another round.
May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive light. May I be full and open to receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. Yeah.
Thank you, Kiki. Hydration reminder for the crowd, for the audience, community. Y'all, think about all these practices. It just really opens up this space to feel what's there. And there's just honestly a lot of for me personally. I know collectively too. And so just naming that, because that's just what I'm feeling right now. I feel like when we're in connection together in soft power, I get tears all the time because it feels they're really like, it just feels safe for them to come out and play in a way that isn't always accessible to me. So just name that. How are y'all doing? We're gonna get into a little meditation. So just inviting folks wherever you're at now that Kiki's songs, Midori's intentions with the reading, and Flo's movement have hopefully got our nervous systems to a little more of a neutral or activated in a supportive way. That connection, I feel my palms heating up. I feel my body a little warmer. And so if you're not quite there yet, feel free to just do whatever practices feel good to you. Sometimes for me, it's just shaking off a little energy. And if being still for this meditation doesn't feel right for you, you do not have to be still. And so if you consent to me bringing in a little earth-based energy work, energy healing, as learned through my Reiki trainings, you could just say out loud, I consent. And if you don't, then okay, energy will honor that and not connect to you in that way. But I'm going to take 3 breaths together. And as I take these breaths, inviting you to bring your attention to the sound of your breath. As a theme so far today have emerged around the root, around our connection to earth, connection to our ancestry and one another, inviting that to expand here the next 10 minutes as you imagine roots dropping down from the base of your spine, connecting you to earth. If this isn't a regular practice for you, notice the ways that your imagination colors this intention. Often for me, it's like roots of a tree. For others, it may look like golden threads or even an umbilical cord connecting us back to our first mother, this beautiful planet we get to live on. And so let these threads and cords reach all the way down to the center of her crystal core. On your next exhale, releasing just a little longer than feels natural before taking in one of the freshest breaths you've taken today. Imagining that red supportive energy rising up into your body, through your limbs, up into your heart space. On your exhale, letting it radiate throughout your whole being. This gentle red light of vitality, reaching to every corner and crevice and cavity of your being, holding it with love, knowing that there's nothing here to fix, just being, receiving. And with every breath, your physical body feels safer and more relaxed, feeling the support, surface below you, holding you, cradling you. You just melt right into being held by the love of earth, being held by the support of your most wise and elevated ancestors. And as you listen to the sound of your breath, breathing, hearing your inhale, observing your exhale, awareness of your body dissolves, trusting that it's being safely held as your soul gets to detach for just a moment, going up, up, up into safe and vast expanse, taking up as much space with your energy field as feels to you. This is your place of experiencing liberation, of experiencing connection with your unique prism, as all other things attached to you, good, bad, neutral, vanish from your awareness, allowing you to just be with whatever is present in this moment. Finding yourself relieved that you're able to connect with the concepts or thoughts autonomously without a full somatic experience. Just being able to observe your own energetic state. With every exhale, releasing all other energy back to their sources, taking cleansing breaths that free you with each inhale and exhale, free you from the confinements and judgments of the material realm. And before you presents a big, round looking glass. You lean forward and can see into it with clarity. Yourself, your inheritances, all present here. No one thing taking up more attention or energy than the others that might manifest in different shapes or textures. You get to look here today at all that you have inherited that lives in your body, maybe through the pubis, through the womb, but also just in your whole being, your whole ecosystem. And if it feels right today, you can step inside. If it feels better to just sit and observe with clarity, that's great. But if you step in, take a few minutes, just notice what's there. Perhaps there's one inheritance that stands out to you today. And this might even be connected to your responsibility in your life on earth. Maybe it's one that you couldn't quite see before, but as you continue on your journey of self-healing and self-connection, breaking bonds with the ties of the material world, you're able to really observe here this inheritance that is no mistake. It's within your body. Perhaps you've already been critical or connected with this particular inheritance, but today you just get to be with it, holding the totality of all that it carries, releasing judgment for how it arrived here, exhaling shame and guilt, and inhaling accountability and your creative power. Taking a few more moments in space. It's almost time to go, but know that you can access this at any time on your own or come back and replay this video. Whether you decide to store it on your being or hear it for now, you make your way back to the portal of the looking glass. And if you've been waiting here all along, just take a breath of gratitude for this glimpse of your inner world. Releasing any tension, releasing any grip, any doubt that what you and your imagination are experiencing are divine messages for you today. And as you exhale, your soul descends, the deflating balloon, down, down, back into your body. The space that opened up, inviting you into the other worlds, closes completely and softly as you gently land back in your vessel. All of your roots and cords retracting to your body. Calling all of your energy back to you. Releasing all other energies to their sources. Imagining a beautiful seal of energy surrounding your body, closing in a way that feels supportive as it finally touches the surface of your skin all around, locking in all of this beautiful energy you've collected to yourself, knowing that you have power to participate in what is allowed back in. And when it feels right to you, you can reintroduce movement. Thank you. I would love to see in the chat how folks are doing. This intention of Soft Power Hourly was for a place that people can drop in and just receive. And so let us know how that intention's working out. And I'm going to give a moment. I'm just going to give a moment of silence for about 1 minute. And so leaving this minute for freeing anything else as these candles are lit. I've personally been in the process of a 9-night ritual called a novena, elevating spirits of myself, our soft power community, and the collective. And so in that practice, as learned, I had always seen my aunties do novenas, but I really learned how to do it with Caitlin Grania. And what they shared, it always stands out to me visually, is this idea of the candlelight, sending spirits, sending anything attached to you to the light. And so Midori for holding down the candle, and the mystical corner over there, our priestess in the stew. I love your background, by the way. And so just taking a minute, I'll silence for a minute. Just breathe. You can say any names, especially of anyone that has passed in the last year. They can be people you know personally, people who you feel connected to, and just speak their names and send them to the light. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. We're going to switch gears as we come to the last quarter of our hour here tonight. This is our testimony section. Last Soft Power Hour, we shared Mixed Bow Bay's Dragon Frequency performance by the artist as Midori. And tonight we're going to share Monarch Frequency, which is one of the drag personas of our artist, as Dr. Kiki. So for those who are new to our alter ego concept and curriculum, as coined by Dr. Kiki herself, an alter ego is a character, identity, or aspect of self who is wanting to be loved and liberated through creative expression. So we have had 2 alter ego drag shows so far. Shout out to our producer, Tim McRaw, aka Daniel B.A., our creative producer here at Soft Power. And we have our 3rd one coming up on June 2nd, Summer 11. And we have some debuts, we have some returners, and we just have found such a aligned place for drag in the church, and really it's become a favorite thing. So here is Monarch Freakwency.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. No, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside can make you feel so small. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. Your true colors. And none yet, and none yet.
Dead and alone in the dark, shadows all over me. You messed with my heart too long, that was a big mistake. Ooh, yeah. Big mistake. Ooh, yeah. Got a smile on my face, the reflection in a better place, no longer stressing. Ooh,
5, 6,
yeah.
7, 8, and change.
About you.
5, 6, 7, 8, and
And I
straighten
swear
pose.
I'm
5,
never
6,
gonna lose
7,
me
8,
again.
and straighten pose. 5, 6.
I was searching for happiness. I was using you to fill my loneliness. Realized from the moment I set you free, I found the love in me. You're bringing my happiness. Yeah, sometimes tears fall, I must confess, but now I'm standing right where I meant to be. I found the love in me. 'Cause I had a dream that someday I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. So I had a dream that I just fly away, away. Oh, I fly away. I fly away. 'Cause I had a dream that someday I would just fly away. And I always knew I wouldn't stay. So I had a dream
That's where you'll find me, in the front seat. That Bronco, baby. Our fingers do the dancing, radio romancing. We lie by the ocean, dried by the warm sun, fragrant flowers from a tree. Hair blowing in a cool, cool breeze. The best things like come free. We got pennies in our pockets. They still shine like gold, 'cause we're living at the bottom, bottom of a rainbow. No house on a hilltop, but we still call this home. Yeah, we're living at the bottom, bottom of a rainbow. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Well, my goodness. Seeing all of that, I'm like, wow, we have transformed so much over the past year. That was a year to date, around a year and a month from today. And I'm just tripping out because I'm looking at what we've been able to move through together and commit to and continue to commit to together. And that is a miracle if I ever have experienced one. And just excited to continue seeing what people create on the soft power frequency. Our commitment as a virtual church is to continue to provide opportunities for folks to express their artistry in connection with their breath, their bodies, and intuition. So we have a really cute calendar for the next 2 weeks. I'm here to kind of give a little update on what we got going in the Soft Power universe. So if you hit our website with softpower.org/calendar, that's where you can find all of our events that are coming up. So the next one is going to be Soft Power Choir on Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific with Dr. Kiki. Amazing space that we founded together because Dr. Kiki was a big part of unlocking my voice and helping me work through a lot and just even being able to verbalize more freely and explore my singing voice, because that wasn't something that I ever thought was possible. And I just love that space for that like free expression, to start getting used to using our voices and connecting with that that really powerful center in our bodies. And then the following week, we'll be returning for Soft Power Hour. We're here every other week, every other Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Shout out to Siobhan, who is just slaying the production here. So seamless. I really appreciate you. Flo's popping in. What? Flo, the fae that they are, is popping in and say hello. So the whole founding team is here, looking like a baddie. And the last event that I will say before I do our closing prayer is that we have our next virtual drag show, as Siobhan has said, on June 22nd, called Summer Lovin', produced by Them Powered, aka Nathaniel, our creative producer here at Soft Power, with over 12 performers. I'll be performing, stepping on stage as my new persona, and the majority of all folks are going to be debuting their drag artistry for the first time. So you don't want to miss that. I'll update the calendar tomorrow, so that will be on our website for y'all to sign up and get in the know. All right, so we're just gonna conclude with a little prayer to close out our session today, and just inviting you to get seated, get comfortable, and place your hands anywhere on your body that feel like they need a little love. I love the prayer position, symbolizing the duality, and taking a breath here together. Calling on the spirits of creativity, connection, care, and change to free all oppressed people everywhere. May there be divine intervention from all realms to uplift and support their well-being, from the folks in the Congo, Palestine, Sudan, and beyond. All our trans and undocumented siblings, sex workers, and survivors. May we and they all be shown an abundance of care, nourishment, love, and protection. Make it so, Selah, and so it is. Gonna ring the bell here to ceremonially close us out for the night. Calling our energy back, and I'll pass it back to Siobhan to close us out.
That's it for tonight. Pose for the ancestors.